Capricorn, hello my treasures, how are you? Welcome to your reading for the week of the 21st of June 2022. I do hope this reading finds you well. I'm going to jump straight in and pull a card from the Chakra Insight Oracle deck. This will just give us a bit of a vibe, a feel, an overview, maybe some extra attention we can put on something this week. Maybe there's a blockage in one of the chakra points. It'll just give us an overall feel for tying the rest of the reading together. So, but Capricorn, what you doing? You're not talking to me. All right, let's see. You tight-lipped, Capricorn? Not wanting your secrets revealed today? All right. We have the guidance card for you, and the words on the card read support, love, signs and direction. So I'll show that to you. I am getting the sense that we're being invited to get another card actually, even though that was quite painful for that to come out. Hopefully that's broken the seal, so to speak, and now it can all just flow freely. All the cards can just flow out. Thank you guys. Can we have a second card from this deck for Capricorn? No. Okay, visualization, imagination, focus, experience and manifestation. So look, both cards are sitting into those higher chakra points. So, you know, you could take either of them as either third eye or even tapping into that crown, you know, higher wisdom, higher knowledge as well. So however you would like to interpret that, I'd probably think it's intended to be more of the crown, more of that violet colouring, and obviously this card, this person is meditating with that opening up of that crown chakra. So it might be that you're tapping into that higher wisdom, that source knowledge, source power, source connection. So I'm just going to pull a card or two from the Rider-Waite Tarot, and this will also sit in that position of kind of an overall feel for the week as well. But we have three cards out here. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Star, and we have the the Ten of Swords. So I feel like using this connection to source, using these signs, this direction, this connection in upwards to source, it's potentially a way to end. We've got this ending here, this Ten of Swords, end this difficult feeling of you not being supported, okay? Because when you're connected up to source, you are infinitely connected to source, and immediately that connects you to everything around you. So it connects you to every person. It connects you to the leper on the street, okay? So we're able to connect in with everything in an intimate way, and we're able to see things a lot clearer, and we're able to see them from a place of compassion. And so definitely I think there's this ending to maybe some troublesome times for you. The troublesome times could have been where you haven't felt supported. And it really is moving into this star energy where you've demonstrated to the universe that you've held the faith, that you have kept that belief, and that knowing that you will be looked after, that you will be provided for. You understand now, after this painful ending, that this jug that she's pouring out of, it's an endless supply of abundance that's coming through from the universe for her, because she has had that immovable faith and trust, okay? So I'm going to jump straight into the rest of the reading. And I'm using the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. The first card out is the Devil card. All right, this is in the position of your week as a whole. I won't get ahead of myself just yet to talk about the cards until we see a few more cards and see how they relate. Okay. As I said, Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. I have called in my guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors who love me unconditionally and are of the highest vibration. I invite you to do the same if you are so drawn. It may just help you to tap in with the reading a little bit more, but no need to, because you will be divinely protected and connected regardless. The next card out, we have the Star again. Okay. And we have the Magician, my beautiful Capricorn. Hello. I'm sorry, I took that away too quickly because that is such a beautiful card. I think it's probably one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's just so cool, that Magician, that polar bear. And Temperance. Very strong energies this week, Capricorn. So far in the main part of the spread, you've got 4 major arcana. So this is some big stuff that's happening for you this week. Big stuff. Thank you, guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors. Just a few more cards for our beautiful Capricorn. And the Hermit. Another major arcana. Wow. This is, yeah, it just feels so big. Not a major arcana, but still a big energy. King of Swords. Wow. Capricorn, you're my last reading for the week. And I want to say, you know, we haven't finished yet, but it feels like you might be, I've saved the best for last potentially, because this is outstanding. 6 of Cups. Yep, okay. It actually fits with its position in the layout, so I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, 2 more cups for our beautiful Capricorn. The Sun, another major arcana. Yeah, I'm not sure I could have, you know, done much better than this. All right, the final 2 cards are our message from the universe, or a way for us to think outside of the box, okay? Give a different perspective or a different view on things. Oh, Capricorn, you're not going to believe it. All right, 10 of Cups and the Chariot. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. All right. So let's just see what's going on, all right? What I want to say, first of all, obviously I've spoken about the obviously massive weight of major arcanas in this reading. That does demonstrate that there's some big things happening for you. And in terms of the major arcana, you know, they're all extremely powerful cards. Even the Devil card, okay, you know, there's some aspects in there that are really powerful for us to work with. What I want to say is that you've done the work and you're doing the work, and this is demonstrated in this reading. So there's potentially some big shifts, big changes for you. And what I want to say is that it's probably most likely come about because of this connection to source, because of this opening up, because of this trusting. You've got the Star card twice, okay? So you have demonstrated this absolute trust in the universe that you're going to be provided for. You know, you've held the faith, and you've, like this Star card, she's holding her hands and her heart. So you've also kept an open heart around this as well. This visualization card here has the word manifestation on it. And here we have the Magician, okay? So very much you've been, this idea of wishing on a star, okay, you're wishing on a star, but it's more than that, because you've turned this wishing on a star into actually manifesting what it is you want in your life. And what it is you've brought in all this joy and abundance and balance and wow. And even this message from the universe or thinking outside the box, you've got the Chariot, you're in control, you're in charge, it's a victory. You've got to this place of 10 of Cups, this place of abundance and wonderful things. And I'm just so excited for you. And I do feel like it has come at a cost. I feel like it hasn't been easy for you. With that Five of Pentacles, there was a time where you did feel out in the cold. There was a time you did feel not supported. There was a painful process that you had to go through to get to this. And sometimes it takes doing that and having that, demonstrating that faith to the universe, to God, source, whatever the word is that you want to put on it. It's demonstrating that faith and that trust that will bring those rewards of manifestation, of providing those wishes that you've put out there, bringing them into you. Wow. All right. There's a lot of, so obviously we've got that crown chakra, that opening up, that, receiving guidance and that connectedness into source. But we also have a lot of green cards here. So again, really leaning into that heart chakra. So telling me once again that you have opened up to that heart chakra, and again you've been rewarded for it. Okay, right, let's break this down one by one in terms of the layout of the box and just see what else is coming through in terms of other stories, other themes, other messages that we can bring in to maybe give us some additional support or additional guidance or wisdom. So the Devil is sitting in this position of your week as a whole. I actually I'm not actually too concerned about that. I actually feel like it's an invitation for you to look at where you might be still maybe even negatively attached to some things. Okay, so whether you might still in some area of your life still feel a little bit controlled or restricted by something, because your way of thinking now is very open to anything. It's open to magic. Okay, but so what that's done is it's highlighted maybe some areas of your life where you still feel like you've been controlled, where you still kind of or something is controlling you. What I do want to say is that in this card, the gates to those cages are open, so you are actually free to move out of those cages. Okay, the idea of this being controlled, being restricted, being trapped is an illusion in this case. And even that Devil, I kind of see him as more of a cheeky thing, and I feel like, it also could be something that is maybe some sort of addiction or some bad habits that you might be invited to address this week. And I feel like, even just the way he's presenting himself, it could even be something like alcohol, or even, I feel like it could almost be an addiction to presenting yourself in a way that's not consistent with the true you. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's almost like this guy's playing a character. Are you playing a character? Are you pretending to be someone that you're not? And can you break free of that? Can you stand in your authentic self here and just put yourself out as a true version of yourself? All right. The next card out is the Star. As I said, we had it come out here again as our overall theme for the week. So definitely, I can't reinforce that enough. You are being rewarded for holding that faith, and knowing that you're going to be looked after, knowing that even if you're out in the cold, you can turn around and there's the refuge of the church behind you. Okay, the help is there, and the help in this case is coming from source. It's coming from the universe. It's coming from all that is. Okay, but it may come as a surprise for you this week, because it's sitting in that position of something that may come as a surprise. So it might be that a particular thing that you have wished for drops in your lap this week as a surprise, and you know, and you might actually be celebrating it and rejoicing in it. Okay, the Magician is sitting in the position of how we can stay grounded and focused this week. So what I see here is this is an invitation for you to remember that you are the master manifester. We've got the word manifestation in this visualization card as well. So it's about you having all of the elements that you need to create and draw in and bring in whatever it is you desire. And, you know, I like to talk about the Magician and manifesting in the way I've heard a number of people describe it this way. It's like baking a cake, and anyone can have the ingredients, bake the cake, but the magic in the cake, in the end result of the cake, is the person that's making it. So you can have all the right ingredients, but if you don't have a good chef making it, then the cake may well fall flat. So this is telling me, for you, focus on the fact that you are the Magician. You are the person that is the key element in this manifestation, in bringing forward whatever it is that you're wanting to call in, okay? It's great. I love it. Okay, the Temperance card is sitting in the position of your emotions. This is telling me you're feeling really imbalanced this week. So I think if there are some addictions, some, you know, maybe some extremes that you're wanting to bring into balance, I think you'll actually find it quite easy, you know, comparatively speaking, with this Temperance card, because you know, that really is about balancing those extremes, finding that middle ground, keeping that flow, also a little bit of patience. So you may be called to have some patience around something this week. It may well be that, you know, that star gift may come in towards the end of the week, so there may be some patience that you might need through the start of the week. But yeah, just incredible. Even this Panther here, what's the word? No, she's not a panther, she's something else. But she has the enlightenment above her crown. Okay, so again, confirmation here that you're tapping into this higher wisdom, this higher knowledge, this source energy, and you're using it to be that master manifester, to alchemize, you know, the bad into the good, alchemize negative into positive, or even not one to the other, alchemizing into that middle path, okay? The Hermit card is sitting in the position of inspirations. So it may well be that this week, a part of this process may very well involve taking yourself away, and I don't mean physically, but, you know, in terms of location, but in terms of physically, you may actually need to find some quiet time to yourself. There is this, obviously, visualization guidance, this connecting to source, okay? It does take effort. So you do need to take the time, step into a quiet space. It doesn't have to be meditation as, you know, as defined by anything. It can be just sitting quietly and asking for those messages to be gifted to you, for those ideas to be dropped into you. And it might be, if you give yourself this space, that is where you're going to find the divine light inside yourself, okay? And that is where you're going to get these, you know, inspirations. It's where you're going to be able to manifest. It's going to be where you're going to be able to demonstrate and talk to the universe, talk to source, talk to creator, let them know that you trust that you're going to be provided for. The King of Swords is sitting in the position of how we can best support ourselves this week. So there may be something that comes up this week that you're being asked to be a clear communicator around. And it may even be in terms of this manifestation, okay, that you may need to very clearly communicate what it is that you want. Because what it is that we put out is what we're going to get back in return. So do be very mindful of the words that you're using, maybe in your meditative space, even in your everyday environment. Be mindful of those words, and be mindful of saying things even to yourself like, I don't want this, because the brain, the universe doesn't hear the don't. Okay, so for argument's sake, you know, you might say, I don't want to be poor, but the universe doesn't hear the don't. So the universe hears, I want to be poor. Okay, so just be very careful about the language. Be very clear on the words that you are using to manifest and bring in these energies. So instead of saying that, you might say, I am, you know, I'm abundantly provided for. I have all of the resources and finances that I require. So make sure you're using positive words this week, okay? The Six of Cups is sitting in the position of your relationships. So there may be some nostalgia here this week. I feel like if there's a weakness in this reading, I feel like that's where it is. And I feel like saying there's absolutely no space in the rest of these cards for you to sit. It's okay to sit in a position of nostalgia, but don't sit in a reflective place where you look back and you go, that was so much better back then, because it's a reason it was left in the past. And we need to focus on being in the now. And if anything, if we are not in the now, it's about visualizing a new future for yourself, okay? Even though, you know, I believe sort of, you know, there is no time in terms of past, present, future. Everything is now. There's just parallel, you know, timelines. But for ease of this example, you know, be in the now or be inviting in and manifesting that new future for yourself, where you want to see yourself, how you imagine things to be in the future. The Sun card is sitting in the position of your career, okay? So whatever it is that you do that takes up, I guess, the bulk of your time. So whether it could be work, it could be volunteer work, you could be retired. So whatever it is, you're in a really great place there, okay? You're standing in a place where you know your authentic self. You are full of joy and abundance. You're like a light in the darkness. So it might even be that you're the sort of person that walks into work and you light up everything around you. You know, you're the hermit carrying this lantern, and you walk into work and you turn heads, okay? So yeah, so whatever it is in that career space for you, it's a really positive, extremely happy placement. The other two cards that I haven't really touched on so far are these other two cards from the universe, or how to think outside of the box. So the Ten of Cups, obviously that is, you know, that's our epitome of, I guess, your happy ever after card. Whatever that means for you, it doesn't have to be mum, dad, 2 kids. It can be whatever your happiness, however that's demonstrated or reflected in your life. The Chariot here also tells me that in terms of thinking outside of the box and, you know, messages from the universe, it's about you taking charge. It's about you having that victory as well, because the chariot can be a victory card. But it's about you being in the driver's seat, or on the bicycle seat in this case. So you're in control. You know where you're going. You've got complete mastery of, you know, of the bike. You've got your 2 companions here, that equal balance. So you're perfectly balanced on the bike. You're this camel, so you've got this longevity of, you know, you can go long distances. You know, camels are known for going a long distance. You know what speed you want to go at. You know what direction you want to take. So it really is that everything about this reading is that you're the one in control. You're the one in charge here, which is why I'm not worried about that Devil card, because I feel like that's just an invitation for you to look at, you know, what extremes or maybe addictions you might want to have a look at, and maybe manifest them out of your life this week, you know, because it's the perfect setup of cards to help you navigate through anything that you might feel like is holding you back or restricting you. Capricorn, I absolutely saved the best for last. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do like, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next week. If if this is your amazing reading, please drop me a comment in the box below. I would love to hear. Yeah, and tell me what successes, what things you're manifesting in. That'd be awesome. All right, my beautiful friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.